In Rejection by Mariama, we have the theme of abuse, gender inequality, control, blame, rejection, acceptance, freedom, and anger. Narrated in the form of an epistolary narrative, the reader realizes from the beginning of the story that Ba may be exploring the theme of abuse. Modu's relationship with Binatu is inappropriate, going by Western standards, and if anything, Modu is taking advantage of Binatu. He is over, twice the age of Binatu, and his daughter Daba is a friend and the same age as Binatu. However, Modu sees nothing wrong with his relationship with Binatu, hence his desire to marry her. The narrator, who remains unnamed throughout the story, is in shock, though she does not let others see this. Instead, she holds herself firmly and does not allow for circumstances to negatively affect her in public, even though it is clear to the narrator that she has been rejected by Modu after 25 years of marriage. A rejection that in private and in the narrative cuts the narrator to the bone. The new clothes that Modo buys Bintu may also be important, because in many ways Modo is bribing Bintu. Something that is also noticeable by the fact that Modo promises to send Binetu's parents to Mecca. It is as though Binetu is easily impressed or bought. But it is also possible that Binetu lives in poverty and sees Modo as her only way out of poverty. Either way, she is selling herself short. The role that women play in the story may also be significant, as the narrator is forced to accept the conditions she finds herself in. No longer is she Modu's only wife. She must share him with a younger and more attractive woman. Ironically, the narrator blames herself for what is happening. That she must have done something wrong or upset Modo. This too may be important, as it suggests that the narrator is not independent of Modu, that she is in some way being controlled by him. Regardless of what is happening to the narrator, there is no doubting that she loves Modu. Why else would she stay with him? She knows she needs him to help raise her 12 children, but she has a deep love for him too. If anything, the narrator is confused for most of the story. She immediately suspects that she will become Modu's second and not first wife. She will have a different role to play than Binetu, who gets all of Modu's affections. This would not be a happy circumstance for the narrator. She is to play second fiddle to a younger wife. Not a good position for one to find themselves in, though nonetheless, the narrator, as mentioned, accepts the position she finds herself in. The marriage of Modu and Binetu also appears to have been a private affair, with the narrator's children not in attendance, possibly because they would be like Daba and disagree with the marriage. Their own places in the family hierarchy would also be at stake. Such is the gender inequality that exits in the narrator's home and life. The end of the story is also interesting, as the narrator finally finds her voice, albeit after Modu dies. She refuses to marry Tamzer and seeks to be independent of any man. It is as though she has been once bitten by Modu and is twice shy. Something that most readers will understand, considering the circumstances that the narrator finds herself in. She is also, for the first time in her life, financially independent, thanks to Daba and her husband's investments. She does not need to worry about another husband looking after her, something that Tamzer finds difficult to understand. This may be important, as Tamzer appears to be using the narrator for his own advantage, and not considering how the narrator really feels about Modo and her marriage to him. If anything, the narrator has found freedom after Modo dies. She is reliant on no one who will abuse or mistreat her. However, due to the anger the narrator feels, she may not necessarily feel as though she is free. It will take time for the narrator to settle her thoughts and realize that she is independent of others. Where once she was the victim of Modu's marriage to Bintu, this is no longer the case,